Well, I'm running a little bit low on fat wood. I tend to collect a piece every now and again, so I've bought my Highlander saw, and I'm going to try and get a bit of fat wood to light the fire later on. This looks like it might be a good piece. So most of you all know, but there are some that watch my vids that maybe have not gone out before or looking to go out. But when you're looking for fat wood, obviously a pine tree, and just look for the crotch where the branch comes out from the tree, and normally in that little the core of the wood is where you find your fat wood. So we'll have a look anyway, see what this piece is like. So I'm just going to saw that off. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I can smell the resin, there's plenty there. And actually you can feel it, it's tacky, it's actually resin's nice dark, you can tell by the wood. If I come closer, I don't know if you can see that, but the wood's very, very dark where it's saturated with resin. There's lots in there, so I'll cut about that much off. And normally what you do, you take your knife and take the outer wood off, which is not much good, and then like I say, you use the core of it normally. As you can see, I'll show you see, that's whiter wood, so there's not actually much resin there at all. So it'll probably only come up to about there, but you can see there that's full of resin. So that'll be enough for me for today to light the fire. So I'm going to put that in my pack and back to camp, and I'll be using that to light the fire. So what I'm doing is I'm just sawing some short logs for the as a fire lay. I didn't bother last time because it had been dry for quite a while and the soil was pretty warm and it was dry. But where it's rained the other night and a little bit last night, ground's a little bit damp, so I'm going to use a fire lay this time. I thought I'd get some nice chunky ones, and then they'll last for ages, so we get a nice fire for the evening. So that's the idea of that. Bow saw's working great. So there's a fire lay, as you can see, nice chunky logs, and all I've got to do now is just scrape the leaves away for about a metre or so around the fire. So that should be that should give me a good start for this evening's fire. The Dakota pit or fire hole. There's the main hole that's going to house the fuel and the wood. And as you can see, there's the breathe hole that I've dug, and that leads in there through to the main fire pit or fuel hole there, and that's what I'm going to cook on tonight. And I got this trivet, I suppose you'd call it, out of a old microwave. Just bent the legs up a little bit to sit, and that's going to sit over the top of the hole like that, and that is going to be a stove for tonight. So like I say, I haven't done it for a few years, but it does work really well. So yeah, they're a good idea, they are. So have a bit of fun with that. It just shows you how careful you got to be, and I wasn't. I was using the bow saw without any gloves, which I should have had on, and I thought, well, this once won't hurt. The bow saw jumped out the cut, and I had my thumb there, and I've gone halfway through the fingernail. It's a bad one, and I'm not sure whether to go at the hospital or not. I've just, good job I had the first aid kit with me. Look at that. Oh, that's a bad one. Halfway through, I managed to wash it and stop it bleeding. That's painful. I don't think it can be stitched, to be fair, because you can't stitch the nail back, and it's really, I can hold that together. That's throbbing. And these mozzies are just getting on my nerves now. But there we go, it just shows you, doesn't it? You never can be too careful, take things for granted. I'm kicking myself, because normally I would wear gloves, and I've got them in my bag, I just didn't take them out. To be honest with you, I forgot. But that, oh, I'll pull that tight, maybe. But I can't really go to the hospital now, because I've got all my kit here, and my buddy ain't turned up yet. So, but I have washed it, got any dirt out. Oh, that is throbbing. Well, I wasn't expecting that, but doesn't it show there are, ow, that hurts, there are risks out here, and I bet there's some of you out there screaming at your screens saying, well, why didn't you put your gloves on? I know, I should have done. I probably still would have cut me if I'd put my gloves on, but it wouldn't have been so bad. Anyway, hopefully, all being well, I'll get through the night with that, and then when I'm packed up when my buddy arrives tomorrow morning, I think I'll go to the hospital on the way back home and get that checked out, because that is throbbing. What was I saying earlier when I was demonstrating the making of the bow saw? I remember I said about that blade, I put it in the pipe laying because it can do some serious damage. Hey, what an idiot. Me, that is. Oh well. I'm just going to light the Dakota hole up now for do some cooking. Attempt it with my one hand. Oh, and I'm still feeling a bit sorry for myself. I'm gutted that I've done that. I'm in pain, that is. Never mind. And another thing to add to it, I've forgotten my fire lighting box. Yeah, so I hate to do it, but I've got to use a match. I mean, I've got some birch bark, you know, to start it, but I've got to use a match, and I hate having to do that. But hey ho, not going well this one. Still, I suppose you've got to take the rough with the smooth. Yeah, chin up, as they say. For those of a squeamish disposition, look away now. I like to cram a lot in there, you know, to get the embers, build a good heart up quickly. I always like to do my fires like that. Get a good heart built up quickly, because that sustains, you know, it gives you a break. Then you can relax a little bit, but you can then you know, sustain itself for a while, and you can just add stuff at will, really. So I'm going to put these bits and pieces in and then just let it burn away. Let it burn down. You know, so I've got a good ember bed in there. And then just little bits, and then over the top, cook myself some dinner. So there we are, the old dakota pie is ready. And I've got a bit of shepherd's pie in there, which was out of the freezer, which I had left over. And I've put some Thai spices in with that. Bit of a mixture, but I've not had a lot of time to get ready for this one. But there we go. It'll do me for today. As you can see, the old dakota hole, it works works a treat. It's a good little stove. Only took about a quarter of an hour, 10 minutes to actually dig the hole as well. It don't take long. So if you ever get stuck without a stove, or you've forgotten it, or you end up stoveless for some reason, there's your answer. Like I say, many of you probably know about it anyway. It's nothing new, and I'm no expert, but I know that this works well. Ooh, that smells good, that. Yeah, I might have hit on something new there. Shepherd's pie with Thai spices. That's what they call that fusion. Yeah, that is not bad. Whew, got some kick. Oh, mozzes. Nightmare. That might help.